Sonny Donnelly, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm at the top of the BT Tower today, the BT Sports press conference. Just announced a new long-term deal with Frank Warren, which means that you, Jack Catterall, will be fighting on BT Sports for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it's brilliant. The last couple of fights have been on BoxNation and BT Sports. I think the fight in October against Tyrone was on BT Sports, but Frank today has just announced a new deal, a long-term deal with BT Sports. So for us as fighters, that's brilliant. It gives us that big platform to showcase what we can do.
I mean, Frank's got a lot of fighters, but you made it onto the main poster today. I mean, that's a thank in itself. Shows you one of his top prospects. I know that he rates you highly. You said explained a little bit about the whole British title situation, about vacating it after you won it just to focus on the WBO route. Out in May, obviously in a couple of weeks on the Warrington versus Selby bill. Not a WBO fight in that one, but just to get you out, get you active. What's the sort of plan?
Yeah, that fight on May the 19th on the Warrington Selby undercard in Leeds, so that'd be something new for me, fighting at a football stadium. I'm looking forward to that. I know they've done a great job in selling the fight, so I'm excited for that as well. But I'll be defending the WBO Intercontinental title on this fight, and just hoping for them big fights after this. In the super lightweight division in Great Britain, there's a lot of good fighters, and worldwide it's an amazing division, so I know potentially I'd get through this next fight. There's a lot of big fights that can happen for me. Speaking
of big fights, I just spoke to OHARA Davies. They stuck you up on the stage together. I mean, you can just by your reaction. Speaking of the devil, talking past you now. Well, you walked away when I said that. Yeah, I mean, did that fight interest you at all?
Yeah, I've been asked a few times. I don't pay no attention to OHARA Davies. I'm focused on Jack Catterall and being the best I can be. I've got a fight scheduled, so I'd be daft to take my eye off the ball and thinking of fights that may be in the future that might or might not happen. I know that I've got to win convincingly in May, defend my title, and hopefully again I've got a great ranking in the WBO, so that could push me right up to the top seat then. But hopefully I'll be knocking on the door for that world title. So, but again, Frank's got a lot of fighters in my weight division, so if any of them get proposed, and then I can focus on them in the future. But right now I'm just focused on the next fight.
Talk to me about a little bit of training now with Jamie Moore. How you find that down there?
Yeah, it's been really good. I've been with Jamie now a couple of months, settled in well. Training with a great bunch of lads, which is everyone's a pleasure to work with, really. We was out in Tenerife for a couple of weeks before my last fight. Again, that was brilliant. Everybody's pushing each other and there's a great feel in the gym. And working with Jamie and Nige, it's been brilliant. I've been boxing all my life, but it's great now to be in a new setup and learning new things and adding things. I spoke to Jamie before I started training with him fully, and we discussed things about the way I fight and things I could improve on. Jamie obviously watches the fights and breaks them down, so I feel like every day is a learning day in the gym now, so that can only be good for me.
I mean, I've seen over the MTK takeovers between Martin and Carl and whatnot, it seems like there's a good vibe in the camp. I mean, as much as boxing and keeping it like serious is important, it seems like you have a good laugh.
Yeah, of course. When we're in the gym or we're out on the road, the hard work gets done, but in between that and with a great bunch of lads, and they like to have a right good laugh, so it's brilliant. Training camp can be long, can be boring sometimes, doing the same thing, similar things each and every day, but if you can have a laugh in between that and spend time with good people, then it makes it more enjoyable.
I mean, like I said, the camp as it goes, I mean, sparring wise, I mean, what have you been doing there?
Yeah, so I live right local to the gym, so I'm in the gym every day. Don't have too far to travel. I've been getting loads of good sparring. We've been sparring Mason Cartwright, who's also on the 19th for main Leeds. And just breaking things down again with Jamie. We looked at the last couple of fights, certain things like maybe angles, footwork drills, falling over shots, you know, just taking time and just breaking everything down again. So practicing that in the gym every day, practicing at spars, and hopefully I can transition that into the fights.
Well, a few weeks and then we'll see, put it into tuition and see how good you're looking. Well, yeah. Jack, I won't keep you too long. Thank you for talking to IFL TV.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.